the weekend approaches, let's settle in and end the week right, huh? With an outstanding Thursday night contest here. I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Hewitt up here in the booth. And here we are, Brock, final week of the preseason. One last tune-up for stars and starters. And, of course, the game where a lot of these great camp stories will clinch a spot on that Week 1 roster.
And I never tire of these great camp stories. And they come from all different backgrounds. Some are undrafted guys, some are vets with a restart on their career that they use the preseason, in this game in particular, to springboard some momentum into the regular season.
Build up, the ball is teed up, and we are ready to go. And we're underway in prime time on Thursday Night Football. A poor return there. He only gets to the 15 before he's tackled. So here comes the opening drive. And leading them out in his 6th season in the league now is their quarterback.
He isn't just a quarterback with some great natural ability to play the position, Kate. Nope, he's somebody who lives and breathes this game 24/7. 365. No off days for him. If he's not on the field getting his work in, he's in the lab studying, prepping, and thinking, how can I improve so I can handle this opportunity, this opponent, this challenge here in front of me?
And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
They'll run here on first down. And he's brought down after a short gain. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. They're going play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
He's looking long, center of the field. That's going to fall incomplete. Either way, he was breaking it up, couldn't hang on to the pick, so hits the ground, brings up 4th down. Out there punting unit. And this will bring a drive that had some promise to a disappointing end. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. Takes it in at the 26. And some nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. So here's their offense now to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by the longtime veteran at QB.
No one can argue that he hasn't earned his place leading an offense out to begin the game. And I'm not talking about and accomplishments. I'm talking about the years of sweat, sacrifice, practices, games, and superstar showings at all levels before this one that brought him right here to this league, to this stage, to this opportunity.
The stop made that time by the rookie from Florida State. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They'll try and throw it here. And they bring him down. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Pretty even match in this first half, and you're just kind of waiting, right? You just kind of try to get a feel for which defense is going to come to life. And when you get that sack, that could go a long way to infusing some energy on that side of the ball.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. He'll throw it. Trying for the deep ball. Almost an opening drive interception, but that winds up on the ground. Incomplete. It's going to bring up 4th down.
You know, so often we talk about speed offensively, right? We love receivers that can run. Well, that was a perfect example of how speed kills you defensively. A hurried throw, almost an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack. Speed's the difference.
And he's brought down before the return gets far. It's a 61-yard punt that time. Set to go on offense. New set of downs for him at the 38. Play action on first down. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Not on the same page with his tight end. And now they face second down. Pass play now. Oh, he makes the catch. Impressive grab, but he should have let it go. They're going to lose yards.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Complete out to the right. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Trying to push this past the marker. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. It's an 11-yard gain to back up the considerable gamble there on fourth down, and they move those chains.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
Quickly out to the right, complete. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Second down now, 7 to go. From the 39. Finds a man, right side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. First down from the red zone. To the edge of the end zone. Oh, it's incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So it's second down coming up. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he gets very good yardage there. That's down inside the 10. 7 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play. Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Takes it just shy of that end zone. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Their offense headed back out for its second drive of the contest. They didn't start the game off like they wanted, Brock. Still searching for that opening first down as they take the field a second time. Dump off caught by his back. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was first down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. They kick the running back in motion. To the air, 3rd and long. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Starts his return from the 23. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And they'll get ready to go on offense. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Right up the gut. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Ooh, I like that call. I really like it with those sticks. You can keep them on the sidelines, and you get more than enough to get the first down.
So the officials are officially on board tonight. For the first time, a flag flies. Somebody moved early. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. They'll run here following the penalty. And he made a bit, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it.
Second and 4. Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. And they corral him well behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down in distance.
So a crisis averted a moment ago, but their reward, a really tough third down here. Throwing from the gun. Escapes the pocket. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Just not much to do right there, whether he wanted to run it or throw it. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win for this defense.
They're out now, ready to punt it. And this will be his second effort of the contest. Went for 48 with his first kick, and this one looks even better. Begins his return at the 16. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Big kick on that one, 62 yards. And it'll be their football. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Dumps it off to his running back. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. He got a major fistful of jersey on that play, and it's going to end up costing him. Carter here from the gun. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back.
They connect on the deep shot. He makes it in for the touchdown. And 6-3 in the first. That score was less about the throw, although it was good, partner, but it was more about getting it to somebody who knew exactly what to do with it.
Well, Kate, it's a good thing the touchdown shows up on both their stat sheets, because sometimes, well, it's quarterback who delivers, and sometimes it's the effort after the catch that really makes the magic happen.
PAT effort coming up. Boy, was it close, but the point after does go through. 4-point lead. Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. Here's White on the return. They'll have a long field ahead of him, partner, as he's wrapped up shy of the 15. It's now headed back to the field. And they'll try for better results this time around, Brock, after they had to punt it away last time out. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get this up to the 19-yard line as he stopped.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Turnover, the defense forces the big play.
You're using this play to try for a first down, but also set up whatever in your back pocket for third down. But you know what? Throw it all away. None of it matters now if you can't hang on to the doggone football. And the defense pounces on that one in a hurry.
Their offense ready to take the field now. And the turnover puts them right back out there. Just a few plays since they scored that touchdown.
Well, they didn't get much time to rest, but guess what, Kate? That defense didn't get much time to rest either. Now you can go in attack mode while they're still shaking off that last touchdown.
And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Throwing with a blitz on the way. And that's caught in the end zone for the touchdown. Lead off the turnover. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
That one right down the middle. Their lead to 11. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. Here's White on the return. They get to him before that return can amount to much, just beyond the 15-yard line. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Setting up the screen. And he gets it up close to the 25 before he's out of bounds.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll all. They're looking at second and pretty short. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Third and a lone yard coming up. Looking for a throw here. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. Had that one, but just couldn't see it through. So they're going to have to evaluate things now on fourth and short. They'll bring out the punter here. Back deep to return it is Carter. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. He's got this at the 27. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And unless the coverage adjusts to slow him down, Brock, he's going to be busy and a productive target for them throughout the rest of this contest. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And he gets back to the line, but no more. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And then brings up third down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last second attempt to get rid of it.
And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing fourth down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Fourth down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. Let's see what he can do on the return. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start, up close to the 30. Turning their offense, and this running back to the field. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. They go play action on first. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Abbott, and he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
You know, I know it doesn't show up as a whole lot of return yards on the stat sheet. That's big time. Every single yard is a bonus, setting your offense up for success, and most importantly, taking the ball away and getting off the field defensively.
Their offense running back out now. And they're set up well inside of enemy territory. They've got a short field after that pick. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Carter. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Handoff now out of the gun. And they'll stop him after a short pickup to the 24. Gets him those 3 yards back, but it brings up 3rd and 10 now. Back now, pressure on its way. He's got it over the middle. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
You can earn your money sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow. You always feel like you leave a few points on the field when you kick it from here, but they don't wind up empty-handed on the drive. And the kicker, well, he gets to pad his stats a little bit with a high percentage make.
Here's White on the return. Only manages to get this back to taken down. About set to take over. And this drive, Brock, hopefully longer than that last one. They were only out there 1 play before they were picked off.
They're kind of a good chance right now to see how risk-averse these guys are offensively. A lot of game left. They could give the passing game a little breather and start this one on the ground.
And he found some running room for a nice gain. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Another carry for him. Broke through the tackle. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. Setting up a throw. And that one's unsuccessful. This one misses the tight end. And that makes it 2nd and long. Back to throw. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. Trying to find his tight end. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Throwing now from the gun. And this one is dropped and incomplete. He had the pick in his hands, couldn't hang on. It's going to be 4th down.
Hey, Kate, you feeling lucky? Well, the quarterback is, because he just dodged a major turnover. That was an easy pick that was simply dropped.
He has it at the 22. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And they're going to take over possession. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. They motion the tight end over. Throwing now, off play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
This defense needed that, Kate. Just something good to happen. Creating a negative play. You never know when this thing could turn it. And that sack is exactly what the doctor ordered.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Another try following the sack. They're on him again, and he goes down again. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with 3rd down. Here's a throw. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. Could not beat the defender there. So that brings up 4th and long. Their punt team. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Averaging a little under 50 a kick so far, Brock, as he gets away another one. That's taken in at the 42. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Running back, headed back out for a new series. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. On 1st down, they'll run. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
And he gets them down to the 42. Give him 5 yards to bring up a manageable 3rd and 1. Allen trying this straight ahead. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
Handoff now from the gun. And he's able to get this down to the 36. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6. On the handoff, Allen. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. Call it 4 yards, and they're set up with a manageable 3rd and 2. Back on the handoff. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
And we'll have a goal try coming up. From the right hash, 52 yards out. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll get him back to 11.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Has this at the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Another drive coming up for this offense. They didn't add to their lead last time out, so they punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. They'll get this drive started, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Connects on the crosser. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 27 on the play, and it'll give them a first down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Blown back, gets the handoff. And he's brought down for a loss. So it's the 2-minute warning here from San Antonio. Back to the line they go. It's second down. Pass play coming here. Brought in right side. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. Pass play on 1st and 10. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
He's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. That play good for 17 and a first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. From the red zone now. He's on the move. He takes it himself. He gets a little something out of it before sliding to a stop.
That is quarterback play 101. Maybe not the first chapter of it, but man, is that important. Getting downfield, get what you can with your legs, then most importantly, protect yourself. Get down and don't take any extra contact.
Second down now, 7 to go. From the 16. And he's into the end zone, touchdown. Points to end a lopsided first half. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on a football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
That one splits the uprights. Lead to 18. They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. Here's White on the return. They get to him before that return can amount to much, just beyond the 15-yard line. Get on offense. Their running back headed out once again. They've got first down here, but just 18 seconds to work with. Looks like they'll play it safe with a run to the outside. Has room down the left sideline. He does it. Touchdown. Some of the lead off before the half. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
That one right down the middle. 11-point ball game. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Return starts at the 3. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. He takes a knee, and that's going to run out the final couple seconds of half number 1. That brings us to the midway point. San Antonio, as we send things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando for the time report. Coach?
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. This, the final game on the preseason schedule for these two teams. After this comes final cut downs, and then we get started for real. The countdown is on. game on the Thursday after Labor Day. In our game, this is the final dress rehearsal. Still a chance for someone to make a big play that cements his spot on the roster. And to bring it your way, let's get it right back out to Kate Scott.
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the second half. Well, 2 quarters left, Brock, for starters and backups alike to get tuned up before week 1. The second half of our preseason finale is underway. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And as we're reminded of some of the highlights of this game, his touchdowns ranking quite high among them. We're going to see 3 of them here, and if you're scoring like that, Brock, it normally means you've had a pretty darn good game. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. It's a design boot. Looking right, and he finds him. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Motioning one of the tight ends. Plowing up the middle. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7. Back to throw now. And that one's behind him. That's incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. So that brings them to 3rd down. Back to throw. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Well, you don't normally get that type of outcome on a slant. You're just looking for a little short yard gain. But find the right type of athlete with space to work before and a perfectly placed ball after the catch. Well, it's a perfect play to break it big.
One of the tight ends motioning left. They'll run here on 1st down. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And a little space is all he needed to reach that 35-yard line. Call it 4 yards, and they're set up with a manageable 3rd and 2. He's going to throw this one. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
They're going play action. He connects downfield on 4. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They go for it on 4th down and get it in a big way, 25 yards there.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
And he made a bid for it. It's a good gain that's stopped down at the 3. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3. Now an inside give to Carter. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown! Let's grow the lead coming out of halftime. You can't blame him for biting on that play action, Brock. Down at the 1-yard line, you're expecting it to be a run, which made that pass play the perfect call.
Show those defenders what they want to see, what they're expecting to see, so when they give them that good old run fake and pull it back, well, it is touchdown offense.
That one splits the uprights. Push their lead to 18. And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. Here's White on the return. And he only gets to around the 15 before being brought down. This offense headed out as we get a look at their running back. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Just got a hand up on that to break it up. And now it's 2nd down. Looking to the air here. Dumped off to his running back. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Throwing from the gun. No one open, so he chips this to another county.
So often, so many of these games come down to a play or two, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And he's brought down before the return gets far. This offense making its way back out now. And you can see in these clips quite an extensive highlight reel he's put together in what is a 4-touchdown game for him already.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say this guy's in the zone. I know in hoops, sometimes shooters say that hoop looks and that basket looks enormous. Right? I know on a golf course you're thinking, man, everything is a birdie. For this guy today, 4 touchdowns on the ledger, he's made it look easy.
Hand off to the back. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. Running it now out of the gun. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
What was supposed to move the chains or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
To the air, 3rd and long. Into traffic, complete. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
A give left side to Carter. A lot of grass ahead. They'll pause now for an injured player. Regular season just 1 week away. You don't want to see anybody get hurt here. Hopefully something minor as the medical team works on it. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Give now to the running back. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. Carter here from the gun. And they bring him to a stop, but this run gets him into the red zone down to the 15. 7 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3. They're throwing it. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
They'll try and punch it in. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
They'll send him up the middle. And he gets to the end zone. Can make it a 4-score game as they lead by 24. If there's an argument for continuing to rely on a fullback, Brock, it is plays just like that remind us. They're pretty good at barreling in for touchdowns when they're given the chance.
And you know the greatest fullback name ever? Maybe you need to name your son Sam Gash. Because that dude, when I think fullback, I think Sam Gash just gashing people for touchdowns.
That one right down the middle. Lead yet again. Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. Here's White on the return. They get to him before that return can amount to much, just beyond the 15-yard line. And set it out there. And this has become must-score territory now every time out as they trail by a full 4 possessions in this second half. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. Back to the well again. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Offense up to the line fast. 1st down, and they go right back to him. And he's brought down for a loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. They'll throw it. Finds him on the crossing route. No one around. He's got space. And he's in. Touchdown. Get the lead some in the 3rd. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Now the PAT try coming up. Right down the middle. It's good. 18-point game. For the kickoff, and here we go once again. Returnable from the 2. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They pick up 20 yards there, and that'll give them a 1st down. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter on this Thursday night. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Carter. And he works this to the 38 before going down. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They run it again with Carter. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. Call it no gain, maybe 1 at best on that play. That leaves him with 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Carter again. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You spring a big gain like that, Kate, on the interior. 9 times out of 10, that O-line decisively won their matchup with the big fellas up front. They got those pads down. They created leverage, and they opened up that running lane.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's down into the red zone. This run gets to the 18. Call it 9 yards. Looks like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
First throw for the backup now. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. And all their pressure gets it done. That's a sack on 4th down as they force the turnover.
Coaches challenged him to get the defense off the field with a stop. Rose to the challenge and delivered on that one, really overwhelming the line of scrimmage.
Back out runs their offense. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Now looking to throw. Dump off caught by his back. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good for down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when you saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down. Throwing it again here. Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
That throw's knocked away and incomplete. 4th down coming up.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Now this offense ready to head back out. Even though they've got a 3-score lead, still a lot of time left, so they're going to try to grow it even further. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Running out of the gun with Davis. And this one doesn't go far. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Fakes the handoff, now to throw. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop him. And that pushes them back, 3rd down coming up.
Brings
It's looking like a dreaded 3-and-out offensively, but listen, if you can't keep your quarterback clean and upright, you're going to need some magic, big-time magic, to convert on this 3rd and long.
They give to Carter, right side. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22. An 8-yard gain, but still left with 4th and a bunch.
An 8-yard gain. It's 4th down.
They'll send out the punting unit. And this is going to be his 4th effort tonight. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. Fields this clean at the 30. And he found some space to do a little damage there before they bottle him up. It's a 61-yard punt that time. Set to go on offense. Throwing now on 1st down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense in the hurry up here. Trying again, following the sack. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? They chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Fields this at the 19. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And they'll get ready to go on offense. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Carter up the middle. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. They'll pause now for an injured player. Regular season just 1 week away. You don't want to see anybody get hurt here. Hopefully something minor as the medical team works on him. A give to Carter. And this time they get to him early and stick him along the line of scrimmage. Looks like no gain on 2nd down, and that leads us to 3rd and 6.
3rd down and 6.
Quick pass, right side, complete. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up, past their own 30. Their offense returning to the field for another possession. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
You know, Kay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Working quickly here. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. Gets this to Fant. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. 3rd and long for him here. He lobs it up, looking deep to the right side. That's caught at the 25. And he will take this in. Touchdown. Back to within 2 possessions. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. Yeah. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Now they'll try to knock the extra point through. The point after splits the uprights. 11-point ball game.
Cowboys 27.
For the kickoff, and here we go once again. Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful return. The offense getting set to go. And they're already up by 2 scores, Brock, but another one here would really put this one out of reach. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Lone back gets the handoff. And he cannot shake the tackler along the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on 3rd down.
3rd and 10.
Dropping back to throw. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
Starts the return at the 34. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. And after the punch, the offense comes out onto the field. And it's going to be their football coming up. Back to pass on 1st and 10. Hits his running back. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Second and 8. When the rush is too much, he's taken down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Here he is on 3rd and long. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And they won't do it. That falls incomplete on 4th down.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Now an inside give to Carter. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that will set up 1st and goal. Handoff here for Carter. Runs it in for the touchdown. 3-score came in the 4th. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
That one splits the uprights. Lead to 18. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. He's going to return it from a yard or 2 deep. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. The offense headed back to the field. Their failure on 4th down was answered by a touchdown, so they're really going to need to rebuild some momentum as they take the field once again. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Escapes the puck, and they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Another try following the sack. Pressure's there, and he goes down again. Offense up to the line fast. From his own end zone on 3rd and long. They get him again, and this time it's for points. That is going to be a safety. Brock, I know you're a big fan of referencing baseball. Well, I believe that was 3 sacks, and they're out. Or in this case, get off the field following that safety.
No, that's a good call right there. You want baseball, Kate? I'll give you baseball. You know what that was? That was the equivalent of an immaculate inning in baseball. 9 strikes, 3 strikeouts, you're out. Back-to-back-to-back sacks. That's immaculate. And I don't think we'll see it again in this game.
One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. They have it, and it looks like they do! Timing's so important for a team to recover its own onside kick, but jumped the gun there before it went 10 yards, and that drew the flag. Now Carter. And he runs this one down to the 22-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yard, you do set yourself up for success.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Running it with Carter. And he gets this forward to the 19. It's a gain of 4. And that gives them the 1st.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Make it a really close measurement to see if he got the 1st down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
So hard work rewarded as they take a well-earned win in this one. And this victory is going to give them a nice shot of confidence as they work through the next couple of weeks and prepare for things to count coming up in Week 1. We bid you farewell from San Antonio.